Hi, I'm Colin Sproul, NDP candidate for Annapolis. When I decided to run for election, I made a choice that I wouldn't talk about the fishery too much. It's a short campaign, and I've got lots to say. I figured that everyone already knows my stance on protecting fishing families and the environment of the Bay of Fundy. However, I saw the flyer that the Liberals sent to my house and their local ad saying my opponent wants to strengthen the lobster fishery, and that he recognizes it as a backbone of the Annapolis County economy. After reading this, I decided I had to add some perspective to these statements. Last year, I took the concerns of the fishing families I represent to the current government. I went in good faith and thought I might persuade them to do the right thing and protect the environment of the bay. Instead, they ignored our concerns, and my opponent in Annapolis turned his back on us. When we attempted to bargain with them, they did not use the good faith that we brought to the table, just like they treated teachers, just like they treat everyone. They thought we would just go away, that we were just a bunch of dumb fishermen. They were wrong. We didn't. We stood up for the Bay of Fundy and the future of everyone who relies on it. For the government to pay lip service to the industry during an election shows they still haven't noticed how wrong they are. The people who live and work on the bay are intelligent, hardworking, and insightful. They're smart enough to see these words for what they are. The recent boom in the lobster fishery is due to a number of factors. Environmental conditions, strong demand in Asia, a low Canadian dollar, sound management, and plain old hard work have helped the industry reach this point. None of this was accomplished by the government, and they deserve no credit for it, yet they still want to claim it. Our ocean is under threat. The largest drilling rig in the world is being towed here right now, today. There will be no equipment in Nova Scotia to cap a blowout and no way to clean up the oil if one happens. The nearest equipment to do this is in Europe. Why? Because responsible governments there require it when drilling near fishing grounds. The rig is operating for British Petroleum. Their last exploratory attempt like this was the Deepwater Horizon. We've all seen the results of the blowout in the Gulf of Mexico. That cannot be allowed to happen in Nova Scotia. To add insult, last year the federal government asked each of the provinces to appoint a representative for marine protected areas. Canada intends to protect 10% of our seas over 2 years, and Ottawa wants to know where the most sensitive places are. My opponent chose his energy minister for the job. There's no justification for that. It should have been the Minister of Environment or Fisheries. For him to approve of these decisions and then announce he's supportive of the fishery is ridiculous. The fishing industry will not be helped by false election promises made by the current government. What we need are leaders willing to defend our environment and natural resources. It's time we had a government that takes protecting our ocean and our fisheries seriously. It's too important to Nova Scotia's economy and our culture to let it collapse. On May 30th, I'm asking for your vote so I can be a voice for our ocean in government. Any fisherman will tell you that the sea doesn't give us second chances. That also holds true for the people charged with protecting it. Thank you.
Approved by the official agent for Colin Sproul, NDP candidate for Annapolis.